Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this little let's play of SimCity, the 1989 classic. And, well, I'm having fun, but I have to be honest, city builders have come a fair bit. They have evolved a fair bit since this game was released. I mean, it has been 27 years. And, yeah, the complexity of the simulation and the abilities on computers to actually run those simulations has certainly improved in those years. So yeah, I wonder. Well, there are other city builds I'd like to try. That's why I basically labeled this a quick look kind of playthrough. I mean, this is a sandbox, so there's no actual goal. And if I'm gonna play a modern city builders, well, if we're going to play the completely up-to-date stuff, that's probably going to be City Skylines. I haven't played that extensively for some time now. That kind of, so I have an itch to scratch there. But there are also many other city builders, like the ones from Impressions. Like the Caesar and Pharaoh and Zeus and Emperor. And those all have a certain appeal as well. So I might have to do that. I might have to play one of those. Oops, another little mistake there. Ugh. It doesn't actually require commercial districts, but let's make one commercial district down there. And residential there. And here. Hook up power. And there we go, burnouts. I was expecting that to fire. I'll make my park here first. Then we can go and stuff another polluting coal plant somewhere. There we go. Plop it down. Might as well toss out a few industrial zones here. If I can still... Yeah, heavy traffic, I know. We can build bridges in this game, if I recall correctly, but I believe they cost a fair bit of money. They don't look particularly pretty either. Let's just greenery up things here. Pretty. Pretty little area. Yeah, so making a double lane here just simply didn't work, apparently. I don't know. Don't know how to fix that. And I don't really care either. It's fine. If they want to live up there, they can suffer the traffic. Down here, things are also densing up. We still need to save up a bit of money because we've spent a fair bit already. Let's see, city view. How's the crime going? Right, we probably need another police station. Oh yeah, police station somewhere down here-ish. Oh yeah, definitely. Police. Go. And that should slightly lessen crime down there. Good. Coverage is fine. Land values, yeah, that's fine as well. Yeah, the most valuable territory we have are the little farms, not farms, the parks on the ocean shore there. Beachfront property, I suppose. Pollution, yeah, it's okay. A lot of pollution within the industrial zones and the coal power plants, obviously. And a fair bit of pollution from traffic. I wonder if it's possible to create an all-rail grid area. I mean, if you only build railroads, no normal roads at all. I wonder how the game reacts to that. Would it then complain and say that you can't actually get to them, or would that solve all the traffic issues? I wonder. Could be interesting to try that, actually. I assume that the game needs roads, but who knows? But, you know what? I think we have built quite a fair little town. We've gotten up to the max level, so to speak, since we could plant the airport. And we're doing okay with abbreviation. Yeah, the traffic situation is still what they complain about. I don't think we're ever going to get much higher score. I'm just not that good at this game. And it would probably require us to build... What was that sound? What was that sound? Because that was not the... that was something new. It was not the tugboat, it was not the train, it was not the traffic report. Huh. Yeah, but what I wanted to try was a few other things. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the city. Even though this is a browser application, you can actually save your city and reload it later. Just so you know. I'm going to load graphics because I just want to show off the other versions. So we're going to switch over to Ancient Asia graphics and load that. And that's going to change the entire look of the town. Yeah. And now we have water mills instead of power plants. Small aqueducts, canals. A big palace instead of the... Yeah, we still have a port, and still have a big palace instead of the airport. Police department still. And roads, and... Yeah. Is that a rickshaw or something? So I prefer the classic graphics, to be honest. I don't think the others are that interesting. Future Europe. Let's load that up. So now we have a monorail instead of the railroad. And all kinds of futuristic graphics. Fusion plants. Still fair seaport. Decent ship. There's the monorail going around. Futuristic spaceport. Thingy-bob. Small cars that are just piling up. More conventional church, standard hospitals. Interesting. Let's load up next graphic set. The future of the United States. What does that look like? I assume that also has a monorail. Yeah, I don't know. What's that kind of slidey thing? And the roads seem to have become tubes of some sort. Transport tubes. Police department. Oh my goodness, this, as I suppose, is even deeper into the future then. Big ass spaceport or something. And there's the dock. Helicopter has now gotten 2 rotors. And whatever that was. Okay, heavy traffic. There's the tugboat. That actually looks like a cargo ship for once. Okay, let's look at the next graphic set. Medieval times. Loading medieval times graphics. Yeah, and here we have... Oh my! The dragon is flowing across. Okay, that's... we have a dragon. Instead of the aircraft. That's kind of cool. Okay, so again we have water instead of power. Oh, and a witch instead of the helicopter. Cool. Yeah, that's a castle with a dragon. There's a seaport. I assume there's a ship somewhere. It's a dragon still. There's the ship, an actual sailing ship. Small hamlets and the carriage instead of the rail stuff. Oh, it's easier to tell here though how densely populated these things are, I suppose. I mean, here you have the small housing blocks and you have 4 houses, 6 houses. I suppose that's an advantage of this tile set, maybe. And yeah, instead of a stadium, you have the Knights tournament. Moon colony. Oh my. That was pretty grey and bleak. Still traffic. What's the rail? There we go. Still some kind of monorail-ish situation there. And of course the surface of the moon looks very different. You can still build parks, which is kind of funny. Parks on the moon. And you still have... I don't know what you want to call this. Can you still call it a seaport? And there's this... oh my goodness, there goes the space shuttle. From the spaceport. Let's see... Ship, where are you? There you are. I'm not sure what you're sailing around in then. Water on the moon, that's kind of... yeah. Liquid water, certainly. That's going to be a pipe dream for a very long time. Not scenario, graphics. That leaves the Wild West. Which is what this game should have by default if you play it on over at the Internet Archives. We have a train. Oh, good old choo-choo. Proper sheriff's office. What do we have instead of the stadium? Not sure what we have instead of the stadium. Oh, is it a rodeo? Looks like it's a rodeo. Okay, and again we have water distribution as far as I can tell. Or do we? No, that's actually an early power plant, isn't it? Ooh, that was an ugly beep. And we have a gold mine apparently instead of an airport. And a regular ship there. And a hot air balloon instead of an aircraft. What about the ship? Oh, a paddle steamer. It's a bit difficult to see when it goes like this, but I think it's about... yeah, there we go. The paddle wheels at the back and all that. Cool. Okay, back to normal city graphics. Because classic is where it's at, I'm sorry. It's just the one I by far prefer. Yeah, heavy traffic. Yeah, I think that's gonna be towards the end of this. So, we're gonna do unleash. We're gonna unleash hell on the city. Before we do that though, I'm gonna make sure I have more fire coverage. We're kind of bad on that. So we might want to build at least one fire department down there. And yeah. I suspect we're gonna need it. That's gonna be a bit far away, but nah. It's gonna be enough. It's gonna be fine. And there's one reason above all that I've avoided the disasters, and you'll probably hear that very soon. You see, the disaster sound is quite obnoxiously loud. Still, there we go, now we have more fire coverage. Not exactly ideal, I know, but yeah. Gonna be fine. These Sims don't know what they're in for. Nor do we, for that matter. So where do we start? Let's find the aircraft. Because I assume if we're gonna do an air crash, I don't know if it's gonna just crash this one or not. Might crash another one. Air crash. And there, hear the screaming sound. Okay, the aircraft, it just crashed there. Okay, fine. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, this sound effect is just horribly loud. And we're just gonna tear the city to pieces. So let's unleash the monster. Godzilla. Monster attack. A large reptilian creature has been spotted in the water. It seems to be attracted to areas of high pollution. There is a trail of destruction wherever it goes. We'll have to wait until it leaves and then rebuild from the rubble. So now, Godzilla is about to run around and cause havoc. Big ass lizard. He was supposed to go towards pollution, but he's actually leaving town. But he will destroy everything he touches. So the second... Yeah, heavy traffic. I don't care about that right now. We have a monster on the loose. Yeah, he'll destroy everything he touches. Well, we're about to see that now in effect, I think. So he'll turn most things into rubble. Like so. And that's what most disasters do. And as you can see, it destroys part of the square. Oh, a second plane crash. Well, that's not good. Did we activate the disasters then? Oh yeah, because yeah, I started one disaster, and that sparks more. So yeah, and there's another thing. If the monster goes across the center of the square, that's going to blow up the entire building. Like there we go, explosion detected. That starts fires and all kinds of madness. And of course, these buildings are immune. Fire and police departments are immune. Oh yeah, the plane crash was over here. And apparently that's gonna cause a lot of fires. Yeah, but how do we solve a fire? We unleash a flood. So here comes the flood. And that's usually near the shore. I don't know how much damage that's gonna cause, but probably a lot less than the Godzilla monster. Because the Godzilla monster will do that. It will just march straight across the entire down map and destroy everything. So that's probably the worst disaster of them all, actually. Simply because it will cut your town in pieces. And you're kind of dependent on maintaining your town connection in order to run power through the town. So right now, for example, we are lucky that we have the police station. Because that's the only way we can connect power through the entire town. So we lock down there. And of course the big buildings are immune to the Godzilla. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise it would have been very expensive. Let's start a tornado. Because that's the only disaster we haven't had. Tornado reported. Yeah. And the lizard roars. Here comes the tornado. Does the same thing as the monster. It is much slower. And it moves randomly as far as I remember. So, and it of course spawns way up from... Can spawn way up... A fair way away... far away. There we go. Far away from the city. And you can also look at the minimap. T for tornado. Did the monster go away? I think the monster went away. Yeah, okay. The monster tired of ruining our fair little town. So let's see here. We can hook up these. You need power. There we go. Some power there. The road grid is completely destroyed, of course. The flood didn't do much. Plane crashes just blow up part of the squares. To fix these squares, I assume we have to rebuild the entire square. Right? I can't just, like, overwrite. No. So to fix a partially destroyed square like that, you have to actually bulldoze the entire thing. And of course, rubble isn't good for property values. Still, our city survived all of this, remarkably enough. Well, sort of. Quite a lot of damage. And again, the space monster is the Godzilla is the worst one in most scenarios, at least in my mind. Simply because of the wide range of damage it'll do. Most of the disasters are very focused. Not Godzilla. But yeah, this is sort of irritating. I assume that we'd have to... Yeah, we have to rebuild them from scratch in order to get them to spread out again. That's kind of sad when they only have like one square part of the whole thing left. But so that's also the way you have to go around doing things if you want to like shorten some of these squares down, I suppose. Can I do that? Can I delete? Okay, I'm mistaken. I can actually delete part of a square like that. Whoa. That wasn't good. What happened? Oh, an explosion over here that cut down our entire power grid. Apparently. Another explosion. Oh yeah, oh. The tornado finally moved down here to wreak havoc on the town. Oh well. And here I was saying that the Godzilla was worse. Maybe I was mistaken then. And it's gonna take the center square, right? No, it didn't actually. Oh well. So that's tearing out the town. And I think that's all the disasters, right? Yeah, fire, flood, air crash. What happens if I disable it now? Does that just remove it? No, it doesn't. So you can't go... Oh, there it goes. Okay, fine. So it goes away if you disable disasters. Let's just plant a building here so you'll reconnect all the power. Or most of it. Yeah. So now we tried tile sets, we've tried the disasters, and I think that's gonna be it for this playthrough. I mean, we've done a bit of we've had a bit of fun here. We lost a fair bit of score because of the disasters, but still, above 50% approval rating. That's all you need if you're in public office. 51% is good enough to get elected. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to cut this Let's Play here. And maybe take up some other city builder. I'm not sure which one, though. I wonder. I kind of want to start City Skylines, but that would be a very lengthy playthrough. And I also kind of want to try the city builders from Impressions, the older titles. So maybe I'll do that instead. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. For now, though, this is going to be the end of this one. So, as always, thank you for watching.